It's sad to say that this movie almost sounds like it was set up to fail from the jump. I'll explain later what that means. Cue the intro.
Up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane!
It's a geek.
So, Moana 2. Now, I was one of the people who did, in fact, not see Moana in theaters. I had watched it a couple times, but I never really finished the movie. So, the day before I saw Moana, which was the day before yesterday, it was the first time I had watched the movie in its entirety. And I want to get some preface on how I felt about that movie. Now, that movie was solid. I didn't think it was something extravagant. And that could be because I didn't see it in the theater. I watched it on my TV a couple days ago. But the movie was good. It's not the best Disney princess movie or anything, but it's a good movie. I can see why it probably made $1 billion. Moana 2 will also probably make $1 billion as well. But yeah, I can see what the hype was. So going into this movie, I kind of had high hopes and high expectations, considering that I saw Moana 2 yesterday, and I'm seeing Wicked today. So I was thinking that out of the two movies I'm seeing in these next 2 days, Moana 2 will probably be the better movie. And I'm probably going to be wrong because I'm seeing a lot of good things about Wicked. You're probably asking, why is a black man seeing Moana in the first place? Well, I have a girlfriend who loved the Moana, the first Moana movie. She also likes the dude who did the songs for Hamilton. I think his name starts with an L, Lin-Gwyn, something like that. So yeah, she's a big fan of the Moana stuff. And she's here for the week, so I was like, okay, shoot, let's go see the Moana movie. I was disappointed, and she was too. So that made my feelings valid. To start, I'll start with the music because Moana 2 obviously is a musical, but it feels like, and I hate when people say this about musicals too, but for me, the music in Moana 2, and keep in mind, the dude did the Hamilton movies, the music for the Hamilton movies, he didn't do the music for this Moana film like he did with the first one. So this film doesn't have that musical flair that the first Moana had. I'm watching Moana a couple days ago. I'm looking at my girlfriend. I'm like, this song come for this movie too? I'm like, it's banger after banger, hit after hit. This movie, all these songs was trash. I'm gonna be honest. These songs were lackluster. I'll be honest with you, I can only remember one song, and that's because The Rock kept saying "Chee-hoo," and I hate when he says it. It's cringy to me. But yeah, the songs were bad, and I felt like they were way too long, and I felt like they took away from what they were trying to portray in the story. Now, on Moana, the songs were good, it added to the story, and they didn't feel as long. So, when you're going through something that's bad for a long time, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Now, y'all know I'm a big story person. The story in Moana 2 felt really, really, really flat. So here, we have the songwriter who didn't do the first Moana gone. It's done by some TikTok people. And now we have reports that this was actually supposed to be a show to start. So it wasn't even supposed to be a movie in the first place. And I could very, very, very much feel it. Sometimes, most of the time actually, when the show goes from a show to a movie, it's bad. Because shows, you usually have more time to flesh your plot out. You have more time to give these new characters background. In a movie, you only got an hour and a half. So that's what this movie suffered from as well. We get a whole bunch of characters that, quite frankly, we don't care about. They're also very annoying. Maui, barely in the movie. And it's like, really, he's in the movie, but it's like he's in there just to be in there. Like, he's not in there for a sole purpose. The first one, they had to find Maui. So it's like, and I'm not really trying to give it too much away, because I want this kind of be no spoilers. But the reason that he's in here, we don't really understand why he's in this movie at all. But he should be in the movie because it's a Moana movie, so you gotta have Maui. But yeah, the villain. I don't even know if you could call that a villain, alright? I don't know if you can call that a villain. It felt like this should have been like a part 1 or something. Because technically, they have like a antagonist kinda, but the real antagonist is gonna be for Moana 3. And I just spoiled it. Yes, they do set up Moana 3. It's like, it has an ending, but it doesn't feel, I don't know, like the villain doesn't close it off for me. So when I told my girlfriend this walking out, I was like, 80% of this movie to me felt like it was bad, but the ending saved it. The ending was very beautiful, a very beautiful message in what they wanted to accomplish with the movie. I just felt like the road to get to what they wanted to accomplish was terrible. They didn't do it right. Going back to the thing where it was a TV show first and then the movie, and I might not even edit this video before I post it, so I'm just rambling all my thoughts. You could tell that it was missing some stuff, and that it felt like a lot of stuff smashed into one. So you have a lot of details, small details that are missing, but you have a lot of big details right here, and you just combine it together. It's like, the perfect example. I'm pretty sure we've all watched Scooby-Doo before. Y'all know when Shaggy and Scooby be making them fat behind sandwiches? It felt like Moana, the Moana of the show was a fat behind Shaggy and Scooby classic sandwich. And they condensed it very tightly, very tightly. And you say, here you go. This is Moana 2 the movie. But you ain't got no condiments on the sandwich. You ain't got no cheese on the sandwich. It ain't nothing but meat. Pause. That's what this movie felt like. You're eating a compacted thing of just meat. Pause again. But it's not really like, there's nothing to balance it. There's no condiments. There's no cheese. There's no mayo. It's missing stuff that it's supposed to have. It's not even supposed to be this tight of a sandwich anyway. If you get my drift, alright? So that's how I felt about this movie. Like, it's gonna do $1 billion. And you're probably saying, well dang, you just said all of this stuff and you still say it's gonna do $1 billion? Yes. The reason why it's probably gonna still do $1 billion is because you have a popular IP in Moana, you have kids, and you have families. Easy $1 billion. But I don't know if it'll be the most successful animated movie this year. I don't even know if it'll be as successful as the first Moana. So, yeah, I don't know. I felt like it was good to watch. Like, it was fun visually to watch, but it was a chore, in my opinion. It felt like this movie was like, you know, we're gonna put that out there, get some bread, and we're gonna do what I gotta do. I was finna end it, but I also got one more thing to say too. This is also bad because what other Moana thing do they have that they're working on right now? The live action Moana. So we have this mid movie, because I'm not gonna say it's bad, it's just very, very mediocre. Like, it's a reskin of the first movie with more stuff added into it and a lot of stuff taken out. So do with that what you will. With the live action movie coming out in a year and a half, 2 years, in 2026, it's already like, it's gonna feel like, I can imagine it's probably gonna feel like, hey, you know, we just dropped that okay Moana 2 movie. Let's forget about that. Go see this Moana live action movie. And don't let that Moana live action movie also be trash. Because then you essentially kind of just sunk in your IP. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. If you love the video, like the video. If you don't love the video, still like the video. I'm on the road to 350 subscribers. I appreciate if you like my content, share my content. Without further ado, I'm out. Peace.